Well, this is a comic character called Fathom, and it's from a sculpture that I did about this size. And what we've done here is a life-size piece for the San Diego Comic-Con International, held in San Diego in a few weeks. This is the first time that a full-size enlargement has been done of a character in the collectible comic statue industry. And I'm very proud of this piece. And it's in two parts right now because we're molding the bottom half. We'll look at that in a minute. But right now I'm putting the finishing details on the hair, costuming details. We'll finish out this. This character has a disc that's from her family, and it's very important to the character. It's here. You see this sort of coral armor here. And what we're going to do is we're going to make this in sort of fiberglass with a faux bronze finish to give a bronze effect to the piece. It's 9 feet tall, and then on its base it'll be 11 feet tall. It'll be a very striking presentation for this piece. And then after that, we're also going to do this piece in true bronze, in lost wax bronze. It'll be absolutely beautiful. This is the original collector statue that I did a few years ago that's the inspiration and the model for the life-size enlargement. This is the piece that we scanned. It was originally done in full color, but this is a faux bronze edition, which is a bronze-like paint application over a resin piece, or cold cast porcelain, which is resin with porcelain powder. But this is the original piece of the Fathom character that I did. It's about 15 inches tall, and you can see it next to the life-size piece to give it an idea of the scale. She's almost finished. Here, let's look at her from the side a little bit, get a profile. And what remains to be done is some of the hair detailing here, the ear. And this was created by a fellow named Michael Turner. He was voted best artist in the industry for 5 years straight, best comic book artist. But this is a wonderful character that he created. It's set to be released as a film with Megan Fox, and she'll play Fathom, of course. And so the natural debut for the piece will be at the San Diego Comic-Con. And this is the back of the piece. She has these strapping going across to the armor, and this is sort of a coral fantasy armor coming across. And let me see, we used little beads here in order to finish out the detail here. And you see how the hair flows. Her hand showing a little bit through the hair on this side. And then I have yet to finish sculpting this hand. And we'll take a look at the small one in a minute and the mold making process. Kara and Kelly are mold specialists. They're working on the mold of the lower half of the body, and what they're doing is they're doing layers of silicone rubber first that take the detail of the piece, and after that, when they're finished applying the rubber, they'll do what's called a mother mold. That's going to be the support mold on the outside in plaster. After that, when the plaster hardens, we'll be ready to open up the piece and then apply the fiberglass to the inside of the mold. Since something like this really hasn't been done before, we get a lot of our collectors come to the show, assign pieces the collectors have bought. We sell pieces at the show as well. I think this will bring a lot of people to the booth. I think there will be a lot of people taking videos of it and photos of it. I think that it'll have a real good response to it. Of course, they'll be for sale. We'll do an edition in resin, and we'll do an edition in bronze as well. And we do sell bronzes of some of the other pieces I've done that actually compare well to a piece like this in resin. We do a Conan the Barbarian, which is a Conan on a horse from a Frank Frazetta painting, the great master of fantasy art. And so we'll do it as a marketable edition. This is also one of the most popular pieces that we've ever done, and it's one of the most popular female sculptures done in the industry. So this was a logical piece to do for a lot of reasons. Attached to Michael Turner, who was just such a fantastic artist with fantasy and the lyrical movement of the figure. It's got a nice spiral motif. So it's also more of an art piece. It's a piece that crosses the bridge between fine art and comic art. You know, you may do a popular character, but is it necessarily a piece of fine art? Not necessarily. What we felt like, and what I felt like, was that this was a very artistic piece that is well given to enlargement as a kind of sort of a fine art approach. And I think that people will respond to that real well.